What's up, guys? Wolf Games here, and welcome to my new series. This series is kind of a parody of Dead Meat's Kill Count series. Anyways, this is my kill count of The Last of Us Part 1. The Last of Us is a game where a man named Joel is in the apocalypse, and he has to take a girl named Ellie across America because she might be the cure for the cordyceps virus. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's got a great story, the characters are great, the gameplay is fun, and it looks beautiful, especially on the PS5. My first series on this channel was actually a Let's Play of this game, so it's kind of special to me. Before we get to the kills, I want to say that for this game and like any other game that I might kill count in the future, results may vary. Anyways, let's get to the kills. The game begins with Joel's daughter giving him a watch for his birthday.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
You do what now?
Joel takes Sarah to bed and she wakes up to a phone call from Joel's brother Tommy. He says he needs Joel right now, so Joel goes to get Sarah, and then a zombie attacks them, but Joel shoots it. Tommy comes and they all drive off and run into some traffic, and then we see this random guy get killed by a zombie. They drive off and they get hit by another car. They get out and run for it, and in the scene of them running, I can see like 3 people getting killed by zombies and 3 people dying from the gas station explosion. At least I think they're dying. They go through an alley and Tommy kills this zombie right here, and Tommy tells Joel to run, and we see this guy get eaten. A soldier kills 2 zombies and he shoots at Joel and Sarah, but Tommy kills the soldier and Joel survives, but unfortunately Sarah does not. This is probably one of the saddest deaths in gaming history, and it's the most iconic moment in this game. 20 years later, Joel is a smuggler and he has a friend named Tess. They go out one day and the quarantine zone gets attacked by a group called the Fireflies. They leave the area and they make their way down the post-apocalyptic town, and on their way they find this fresh corpse and this guy that Joel decides to execute, and they find some zombies gnawing on a corpse, and Joel and Tess kill them. The zombie virus in this game is actually based on a real thing, believe it or not. But don't worry, it only affects ants. So they go to another zone and they find these guys who are working for Robert, the guy that Joel and Tess are looking for. Tess takes one guy out and Joel takes another 2 out. They sneak around the area and they take out a total of 14 guys. That's a lot of guys. They find Robert and he runs off, but they catch up to him pretty quickly, and Robert sold Joel and Tessa's guns to the Fireflies, and he thinks they should go back and take the guns, but Tess hates that idea so much that she decides to just shoot him. They find a Firefly named Marlene who says that she will give them their guns back if they smuggle something out of the city. They follow Marlene, and on their way they kill 6 soldiers. They make it there and there's a kid there named Ellie. Marlene wants Joel and Tess to take Ellie out of the city for some reason, and on their way we see 2 bodies here. They make it out of the city and they get caught by 2 soldiers. They check them for the virus and Ellie decides to stab one of them, which causes Tess to kill them. They see that Ellie is infected, but Ellie says that the bite is 3 weeks old and people don't last more than 2 days. They make it past the other soldiers and they go into this building I like to call Tilted Towers. In Tilted Towers, they find 2 soldiers that look like they were ripped apart by clickers, which are zombies that have been infected for a very long time. They find a dead clicker, which I decided to not count because it's basically a skeleton, and I'm not going to count skeletons on this series. Joel gets attacked by a clicker, but Tess kills it. They explore the building more, and they find 2 soldiers' bodies, and they find and kill 6 zombies. They find a subway tunnel below the building and they go in it, and there Joel finds my favorite weapon of the game, and they find and kill 7 zombies. They make it out of the subway and kill 3 more zombies, and they end up getting chased by some zombies, but they get away from them, luckily. They go into this museum and they kill a total of 10 zombies in the museum. They make it to the Capitol building and they see that the 2 guys there are dead. Tess starts freaking out and it is shown that she was bit by a zombie. Some soldiers show up and Joel and Ellie run as Tess is killed by them. We don't see it, but she's 100% dead, so she goes on the count. On the way out of the building, Joel takes a rifle from a corpse, and there's a background body there, and also Joel takes out 4 soldiers. They run to a subway tunnel, and Joel kills 3 more soldiers. When they make it out, Joel tells Ellie the new rules. Rule 1, she doesn't bring up Tess ever. Rule 2, don't tell anyone she's immune to the virus. Rule 3, do everything Joel tells her to do. Joel's new plan is to go to his friend Bill's place and get a car so they can go to Tommy. Remember him? Bill's town is one of my favorite areas in this game. I'm not sure why I like it, but I just do. When they get to the town, 4 zombies are killed, which includes this background body I saw. They head in a random door and a trap triggers, and Joel has to shoot some zombies in the air. I really like this scene. It's really cool. Joel shoots 12 zombies, and when Ellie gets him down, he gets attacked by one and gets saved by Bill. They run off and they kill 4 zombies while running from them. Now, Bill is a little rude at first, but he ends up agreeing to help Joel and Ellie get the car. On their way out, Bill decides to decapitate this zombie because why not? And when they leave the area, they kill 5 more zombies. Bill says that there's a car at the school, so that's where they're heading. After Ellie flips Bill off, they decide to head to the school. And on their way, they kill 9 more zombies. At the school parking lot, 10 more zombies are killed. They then get chased by zombies and they run into school. Bill looks in the car and sees that the battery is gone. Inside the school, a total of 7 zombies are killed. They go to the gym and they find a frickin' bloater. Bloaters are zombies that have been infected even longer than clickers have. But luckily, Joel kills the bloater and also this random zombie here. And he also kills these 3 zombies. They escape through the window and 2 zombies get added to the count here. They make it to Bill's friend's Frank's house, who is the one who stole the car battery, and they see that Frank game ended himself. Bill acts like he doesn't care in this part, but it's pretty obvious he's upset about it. And in the show, it actually reveals that him and Frank were in a relationship. They make it to the car and they push it so it starts up, and they kill 9 zombies while they're doing this. They jump in the car and they drop Bill off somewhere, and he gives them a nice farewell.
And get the fuck out of my town.
They head to Pittsburgh and we get the funniest moment in the game, probably.
How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of
Look,
that.
hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together?
They see a guy who looks hurt, but Joel can see that it's a trap, so he rides on and the guy shoots the car, which causes Joel to crash. These guys, aka the Hunters, attack them, and this one tries to kill Joel, but luckily he overpowers the Hunter. Ouch. Joel then saves Ellie from this Hunter, and them and the Hunters get in a shootout, which in this shootout 7 Hunters are killed, but luckily Joel and Ellie are fine. They go into this building and find this random body. They decide to head to the bridge, which is pretty far away, but I mean, it's their only way out, really. In this abandoned quarantine zone, Joel kills 9 Hunters, all without getting spotted somehow. They get to this hotel, and in this hotel, Joel takes out 15 Hunters. That's a lot of Hunters. They get to this broken elevator, and when they jump on it, it breaks and Joel falls down into the basement. The basement is easily the scariest part of the game, hands down. It introduces a new type of zombie called the Stalker, which is a zombie that sneak attacks its victims. In the basement, Joel kills 4 stalkers and a bloater. On his way back up, Joel sees these hunters kill a clicker, and he proceeds to kill the 4 of them. He goes up this ladder and gets knocked down and nearly drowned in a puddle, but luckily Ellie shoots the hunter.
I shot the hell out of that guy, huh?
They find an opening and Joel takes this rifle from a skeleton, and he decides to let Ellie help him as he takes out the hunters. We see this hanging body here, which I'm assuming is a victim of the hunters. Joel and Ellie end up killing 16 hunters here. Good job, Ellie. Here's your own gun. In this world, it's okay to give children weapons, I guess. They leave and they see hunters kill 2 innocent people, unfortunately. Anyways, they kill 9 more hunters that were in their way. They hear the truck that the hunters have and they get spotted by it. While they run from the truck, they kill 6 hunters in their way. They lose the truck by scaling the buildings, but Joel ends up getting grabbed by someone and Joel beats him up. But Ellie stops him because it's not hunters, it's these 2 guys named Henry and Sam.
Man, you hit hard.
Yeah, well, I was trying to kill you.
On their way out, Joel and Henry kill 5 hunters. They decide to wait till nighttime to leave, and at nighttime when they head out, they see this clicker get shot by a bunch of hunters. Also, Joel and Henry kill 8 hunters on their way to the bridge. They get spotted by the truck, and Joel and Ellie get separated by Henry and Sam. Joel kills 4 hunters, and after that they make it to the bridge. The bridge is broken and the truck is on them, so they just decide to jump off the bridge. Luckily they survive thanks to Henry and Sam. They find an entrance to the sewers and they go in it. In the sewers, they find some notes by people that used to live in the sewers, and 2 clickers, which Joel takes out with ease. They go in this door, which triggers a sound trap, and that sound trap attracts these zombies, and Joel and Henry take them out with no problem. They get separated into 2 groups by this giant door, and while this happens, a whole group of zombies show up and make things even worse. While they're separated, Joel takes out a total of 11 zombies. Wow. They get back together and they run to these stairs. They make it to this door, but it's blocked by something. While Ellie is trying to get the door open, Joel and Henry kill 6 more zombies. When they make it out, they see a warning that would have been more useful earlier. They go downtown and remember the old times for a while, but it's not too long till they get sniped by a few hunters. Joel heads to the house the sniper's at, and on his way he kills 4 hunters. He makes it to the house and successfully takes out the sniper. He takes control of the gun and he takes out a total of 19 hunters, including these 2 guys in the truck. They think that everything is all good until 3 zombies pop up and attack them. Luckily, the 3 zombies are taken out before they can do anything. But then more zombies show up, more than they can take out. Joel takes out 6 zombies, which doesn't help much, but it does a little bit. They escape and head back to a random building. We learn that Sam has been bitten, but none of the others know this. And by morning, Sam turns and attacks Ellie. Henry thinks this is all his fault, and, well, you guys can see the footage. This is another heartbreaking death in this game. This game does a lot right, and one of those things is making the player want to cry. They head to where Tommy is, and he and Tommy reunite. And we learn that Tommy got married. Well, that's nice. Tommy shows them around for a bit, and after that, him and Joel go to talk in private. Joel asks Tommy to help get Ellie to the Fireflies. Tommy doesn't know where the Fireflies are. It gets more aggressive after Tommy says he won't take Ellie. It gets interrupted by some bandits that broke in. In this shootout, one of Tommy's men gets killed, plus a total of 18 bandits. They get to Maria and Ellie, and luckily they're fine. After that, they get a little distracted, which gives Ellie a chance to leave and take a horse. Joel and Tommy go after her, and on their way, they get attacked by more bandits. They take out all 7 of them, luckily, and they find Ellie at this random house, and we get this game's most famous line.
I have no idea what loss is.
They get interrupted by even more bandits, and Joel and Tommy manage to take out all 5 of them. After all this, Tommy decides to let them have his horse, and Joel and Ellie go to this college in Colorado, because this lab is there. In the college, Joel takes out a total of 7 zombies. They make it to the lab and they find that it's empty. Nothing but medical mumbo jumbo. At least that's what they think until they hear something upstairs. What they heard was just a bunch of monkeys. These monkeys were used in this lab to try and find a cure for the virus. But one of the monkeys got out and bit one of the guys, and that's why this lab is abandoned. They find this skeleton, and they find out that there are some fireflies at the hospital in Salt Lake City. They then get shot at by some random people. Joel and Ellie end up taking out 12 of these guys. However, that wasn't enough. When Joel opens the store, he gets attacked by this guy. They both end up falling down and Joel gets impaled. Luckily, Joel survives this, but the one who attacked him does not. Ellie goes to help Joel, and on their way out, Joel and Ellie take out 16 guys, or 6 guys. Not 16, sorry. When they leave, Joel passes out and it fades to black, and all of a sudden it's winter. By the way, I'm not going to count this bunny or any animals on this count. Anyways, Ellie is out hunting and she follows this deer to this creepy place. And she meets these 2 guys, David and James. They're apparently part of a large group. Ellie doesn't care about that, she just wants medicine, so David sends James to get the medicine. David and Ellie just go get some shelter and they make a little fire. Suddenly they get attacked by some zombies. In this standoff, they kill a total of 19 zombies. Jeez, Ellie might be crazier than Joel. They run off and they take down 6 more zombies. They make it to this room and find 2 corpses that have been taken out by zombies. And in this standoff, they take down 15 zombies and this one bloater. After this, David tells Ellie that a few weeks ago he sent some men out and they were all killed by this crazy man with a little girl. Yep, they're talking about the same guys that attacked Ellie and Joel at the lab. Ellie gets upset, but David seems fine, so they give her the medicine and let her go. We then see that Joel is in fact alive, but he's still hurt from the whole impaling thing. But Ellie gets there and tries to fix him up. In the morning, Ellie sees some men outside. She realizes that those are David's men. She tries to escape, but she gets caught. She ends up killing this guy and runs off. The guys shoot the horse and she falls down. She goes through the nature trail and on her way she kills 16 guys. Unfortunately, she gets kidnapped by David. She wakes up in a cage and we see David cutting a body. I'm not going to count it though because it's possible that could be one of his men that I already counted. And it turns out David is a cannibal.
You're a fucking animal.
David holds Ellie's hand and Ellie ends up breaking his finger. Joel gets up and he goes to look for Ellie. He gets spotted by David's men and he ends up taking out 6 of them. He gets caught by some guys, but he ends up overpowering them and kidnaps them. We then get this very hard to watch interrogation scene where Joel tortures them till they tell him where Ellie is. At the end of this scene, he takes out both of them. We then cut back to Ellie, who's about to get chopped up by David. Ellie says that she's infected and tells David about her bite. She kills this guy and she runs off. She's out there in the open with nothing but her knife, but she does kill this guy and gets a gun. When she gets that, she takes out 5 more guys. Ellie goes to this restaurant and David meets her there. When David attacks Ellie, he knocks over a lamp which causes a fire. They fight some more and they both get knocked out. We then cut back to Joel and he takes out 9 more of David's men. He finds Ellie's stuff in this building with all these hanging bodies. And he then sees the burning restaurant, which he naturally assumes means that Ellie was there, because of course. We cut back to Ellie, who's getting beaten up by David. David tries to choke her to death, but she ends up taking David's machete and kills him. She and Joel then reunite. We then cut to spring, and now Joel and Ellie are in Salt Lake City. They cut through this place, and we get the cutest part of this game. I'm not sure why there are a bunch of giraffes in Salt Lake City, but who cares, it's cute. They go through an abandoned quarantine zone and Ellie gives Joel a gift. It's this. It seems like Joel is okay with talking about Sarah now. Yay, character development. They go through this tunnel with a bunch of infected and Joel takes out 6 zombies, somehow without being caught. They get to this flooded area and in the tunnel, Joel takes out this clicker before it bites Ellie. They go on this bus and it slides down the river with Joel on it. He falls in the bus and Ellie jumps on the bus to get Joel out. The bus sinks, but Joel manages to make it out with the unconscious Ellie. He then gets caught by these soldiers and they knock him out. He wakes up in a hospital with Marlene. Yep, this is the hospital where the Fireflies are at. Joel asks where Ellie is, and Marlene says that she's being prepped for surgery. Joel worries that the surgery might kill her, so he tries to convince them not to do it. They refuse, and Joel is escorted out. Joel takes down this Firefly, which attracts more Fireflies. On his way to the operating room, he takes out a total of 25 Fireflies. Yikes. This is one of the many reasons this game is so popular. It has this moment where people question whether Joel was doing the right thing. Many people still debate this to this day. He makes it to the operating room and kills this doctor, which I'm sure won't come back to bite him. He takes Ellie and runs for it. He gets to the garage and Marlene is there trying to convince him to stop. Obviously this doesn't work and Joel takes her out. Ellie wakes up in a car and Joel tells her that there are more people like her and she can't be used to make a vaccine, which obviously isn't true. Joel then takes Ellie to this mountain, and here Ellie makes Joel promise everything he said about the Fireflies is true. He says it is, and that's how this amazing game ends. How many people died in my playthrough through this game? Let's find out and get to the numbers. 489 people died in my playthrough of The Last of Us Part 1. The victims were 263 men, 4 women, 191 zombies, and 31 unknown victims, giving us this pie chart. I'm not sure what my total time for this was, but so no thing there, which I might do a thing for that for like movies and stuff. I'd say my favorite kill of this series was David. It is a good death for one of my least favorite characters in all of media. The worst death would go to probably anybody that was just there in the background. That's it. The Last of Us Part 1 came out in 2013 and it has a DLC which I'll cover next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys whenever I do that.